Okay, today our topic is highway development in India. So there are so many development plans in India, and during these plans, we have more number of committees and different type of boards and different types of acts are developed during the development in India. So out of this, mainly we have to focus on ancient development in India in our country. So due to about first one, roads in ancient India. So in roads in ancient India, so mostly in 25th to 35th BC. So the Harappa and Mohenjo-daro is empire is present. So their construction activities and their roads are excavated. After excavation of archaeologists, they found a number of roads of Harappa and Mohenjo-daro. So they are constructed the roads for construction for administrative and military purposes. So the first roads improvement in is Harappa and Mohenjo-daro. After the fall of Harappa and Mohenjo-daro, next one is Mauryas. In Mauryas, about 4th century BC, in Aryan period, roads are presented. So in roads are in Mauryan period, one of Emperor Kautilya, he gave a book Arthashastra. In Arthashastra, he gave a rules and regulations about how to construction and how to movement of the traffic. Okay. After Mauryas, Ashoka. So you well know that Ashoka road ki iruvaipuలా చెట్లు నాటించునని. So that is the main importance in Ashoka. He laid more number of roads and increases facilities near the roads. So to for the travels or passengers to for the purpose of habilitation purpose. Next one, after the Ashoka, Mughals period is started. In roads in Mughal period, roads are greatly improved. So very much improved in roads are improved in Mughals period. So because roads are constructed for the trade purpose also, and the and our road during the Mughals, the roads are appreciated by the foreigners also. Okay, so the Mughals are constructed roads from northwest to east areas. Okay, after the Mughals kingdom, next one is Britishers. Roads are in 19th century. The Britishers are coming into our country for the trade purpose, and after they are elaborate their kingdom. So first they are introduced the railways. The mainly they are introduced railways because of transport the natural resources from our country to their countries, England, other countries. So they are travels the most of the materials and goods and other important products from India to their countries, and there here they transfer the raw materials and transfer the products from to England, and after the byproducts are again sold in sold in India. So it increases the main cost for the Indians. So and also the roads are connected railways and they are connected to the important military purpose and business centers. They are mostly constructed railways only. A small amount of roads are constructed. These small roads are constructed also mainly due to the connecting to the ports to railways and ports to military purpose and ports to business center. If you observe our Munner Bridge, it is constructed to transport from the Khammam, the transports, mainly the Britishers are constructed the trunk roads. So from the railway station to trunk road, and it is transported by the above the Munner Bridge. So why due to this, mainly Britishers are mainly focused on railways and neglect the roads and road systems. So that's why after Jacker committee it did its recommendations after the First World War. So after First World War, the motor vehicles is using more. Okay, after the First World War, the motor vehicles using the roads increases and this demand a better road network. So that's why all Indian legislatures are placed at one place and placed a committee, and they are recommended that how in India the road developments were formed, and it gives a in 1927. Yes, Jayakar. So after the First World War, the motor vehicles using is on the roads is day by day increasing. So by the increasing of the traffic, all Indian legislatures are formed a committee and how to and they are decided to how to improve the roads and and how to improve the roads by the methods and also etc. entities. Okay, so after the Indian legislation formed a committee, and the committee head is chairman or head is Jayakar. As per the name of this chairman, this committee is known as Jayakar Committee. After the committee was formed, it traveled and research in our country and about all the world, and gives his report in 1928. He gives his report in 1928 and gives forms a committee and it gives a report in 1928. Remember, 1927 the committee was formed. 1928 he gave a report, and after giving in this report, he gave a main four recommendations or many main recommendations. Among all recommendations, the most of the recommendations is accepted by the government of India, and among these main recommendations, there are mainly four main recommendations. Out of these main recommendations, one of the first recommendation is the road development should be considered as a national interest. That means because of central local government don't have funds or financial or technical capacity to the development of the road. So hence, so the government is decided to the road development in the country should be considered as a national interest. So next one, an extra tax should be laid on the petrol from the road users to create the road development fund. In central government also don't have the funds, so to development of the roads. So in order to get development of road, so we have amount, so or we have fund. So the fund will be get by the on the tax by laid by on the petrol about some cost. Okay, so due to the tax, we get fund, and this fund will be used to development in the road development plans. Next one, and also one of the recommendations of the committee is to establish a semi-official uh, technical body by to pool the technical knowledge and sharing of ideas and act as an advisory body. So because of research work is continuously in progress to develop the country and to develop the construction methods and knowledge. So for this, so he recommended that it should be formed a semi-official technical body, and also create a national level institution to carry road research development works and consultations. And also gives one more recommendation is to carry out road research works and the road research institutes. Okay, so he gives these four main recommendations. Among all recommendations, the government is accepted all recommendations. So next to after this, once again remembering 1927 Jagar committee was formed. 1928 the committee was gives a report. After the report, the first phase was committed on Central Road Fund. It was formed on 1st March 1929. 1927, 1927 Jagar Committee was formed. 1928 report was given, and 1929 Central Road was established. And it is the one of the recommendations of the Jagar committees, because an extra tax should be laid on the petrol from the road users for the development of the roads. So due to this, he gave one of the Jagar committee recommendations, an extra tax should be laid on the 2.64 paisa per liter, and at that time, okay, 2.64 paisa per liter tax should be laid on the petrol. From this, okay, so the total amount you getting from the 2.64 paisa per liter, so the total amount is collected by the central revenue. The total amount is about, for example, 100%. Among 100% of amount, 20% of amount is extra provided at the central government only. The 20% amount will be taken to, that means the 20% of amount is retained to central government because of finding making of meetings, expenditures, and also research works. So like this, that total contribution from the 2.64 paisa per liter throughout the country, and the total amount fund is, if 100%, among 100% or 20% amount is reserved to the central government for the central government to establish the meetings and the expenditures and research works and also scholarships. Like remaining 80% of the amount is allocated to the remaining states. Okay, the balance 80% is allotted to the remaining states, which is collected from how much amount is gained from the to the petrol on the tax. Okay, so okay. Okay, that means simply say that మొత్తం 2.64 పైసా పర్ లీటర్ ద్వారా వచ్చిన టోటల్ డబ్బులు మొత్తం ఒక 100 రూపాయలు వచ్చాయనుకోండి, 100 రూపాయలు 20 రూపాయలు సెంట్రల్ గవర్నమెంట్ ఉంచుకుంటుంది, మిగతా 80 రూపాయలు ఆ రిమైనింగ్ స్టేట్స్ కి ఇస్తుంది. ఆ రిమైనింగ్ స్టేట్స్ కూడా ఎంతెంత ఇవ్వాలి అంటే అది దేని మీద డిపెండ్ అవుతుందంటే ఆ ఏ స్టేట్స్ నుంచి ఎంతెంత అయితే ఇన్కమ్ వచ్చిందో అంతే ఇన్కమ్ ని రిమైనింగ్ అమౌంట్ షేర్ కొడతారు. అట్లా మనకి ఒక్కొక్క స్టేట్ కి అంత అమౌంట్ వస్తుంది. ఓకే, సో నెక్స్ట్ వన్. So after uh, the accounts, their accounts, their central road fund accounts are monitored by Accountant General of Central Government, and and the central road fund is controlled by the road wings of Ministry of Transport. In olden days, 2.64 paisa per liter is taken on the petrol, but at present 1 rupee per liter, or I think so 2 rupees per liter are taking on the petrol. Okay, so after the central road fund, next Indian Road Congress was established. It is also one of the recommendations of the Jayakar Committee. So why? Because to establish a semi-official technical body. Why? Because to pool the technical knowledge or sharing of ideas from various areas. Okay, so for this, India IRC was established. So IRC was formed at 1934. This is one of the recommendations of the Jayakar Committee. As mentioned by the Jayakar Committee, it is a semi-official technical body. Okay, the IRC is doing its duty for planning, construction, and maintenance of roads for standard specifications and any opinions from the various governments and departments. So they are mainly monitor on the planning, construction, and maintenance of the roads. And the IRC is the main responsible for forms a 320-year road development plans. IRC is the main responsible for 320-year development plans. This is the most important in the development of the road developments in our country. And also IRC gives the standards, specifications, and recommendations on materials and design and construction process. Okay, IRC gives specifications, standards, and recommendations on materials, design, and construction. And also IRC publishes code books, IRC 456 2000, IRC 37. These code books are all publishes from this IRC department. It is code books and journals, and also it publishes research papers also. And the IRC also made responsible for the, and the results are collaborated by the and collected and correlated from the Highway Research Board also. Okay, next one. Next one, due to Second World War, due to the Second World War, due to economic depression, so the development of the committees and road development plans was not started. So, and after the Second World War, the motor vehicles are using, and road increases, road density means traffic is increases. So due to this increasing of traffic, next act was formed, and that is Motor Vehicle Act. Okay, once again I'm repeating you. First, the all Indian legislature formed a committee in 1927, and the chairman is Jayakar. And Jayakar formed, prepared report, and it is submitted in 1928. So it gives a four recommendation. It should be considered as a national interest. Extra tax should be laid on petrol. So and semi-official technical body and the research organization should be formed. So these are the main recommendations. One of its recommendations, Central Road Fund formed in 1928 in 2.64 paisa per liter, and Indian Road Congress was formed in 1934. It gives IRC gives a 320 road development plans, and also gives publishes the code books, and also results and correlate the results and the research from Highway Research Board, and also after the increasing of the motor vehicles and traffic. So next motor vehicle act was established. So the motor vehicle act is formed in 19 in 1939. So in 1939 government of India is initiated this motor vehicle act. In motor vehicle act we have traffic laws, ordinance and regulations. This is the motor vehicle act gives the if give any fines or any rules and regulations. So next one, it controls our driver operations, vehicle ownerships and operations. That means motor vehicle act gives the license and any other ownerships and like driver characteristics. All items are included in this motor vehicle act. So motor vehicle act gives the government of India in 1939. Motor vehicle act gives laws and ordinance and regulations on the how to control on the rules and regulations regarding traffic or roads. Okay, next one, and also it controls the driver operations and driver characteristics and vehicle ownership and its operation. And it is the motor vehicle act was revised in the year of 1988. Okay, so after the motor vehicle act, so next one, the first 20-year road development plan was Nagpur Road Conference. This is the most important question. The Nagpur Road Conference. The Nagpur Road Conference was is 20-year road development plan, 1943 to 63. So total 20 years road development. This Nagpur Road Development Plan also called as first 20-year road development plan. It is also called as Nagpur Road Plan. Why? Because it gives Nagpur Road Development Plan. The conference was conducted by the chief engineers of all the states in the 1943 by the government of India at Nagpur. So that's why this committee by the at Nagpur. So that's why this development plan is name is Nagpur Road Development Plan. Okay, so the chief engineers of all the states in 1943 by the government of India at Nagpur, the first road development plan is finalized. So that's why the first road development plan is also called as Nagpur Road Development Plan. So in this Nagpur Road Development Plan, they are considered roads are classified into five types. They are national highways, state highways, major district roads, other district roads, and village roads. Nagpur Road Development Plan, the roads are classified into five types. Okay, the main target of this total length of the roads is 16 kilometer per 100 square kilometer area. That means if we take 100 square kilometer area in throughout the any area, the 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 road network should be 16 kilometers. The length of the road network is almost 16 kilometers per 100 square kilometer area. Okay, so the first target is the target of this road development plan is at the end of 63. The target length is 16 kilometer per 100 square kilometer area. In this road development plan, the first 20 year first 20 year first 5-year plans is 1951 to 56, and second 5-year plans 56 to 61. So by allocating these 5-year plans, funds and availabilities of and procurement of materials and strategic planning, the target was completed by the 2 years of ahead. That means the target length is 16 kilometer per 100 square kilometer area is achieved by the end of the 1961 only. Okay, so the target is achieved by 2 years of head. So they are also planned the second 20-year road development plan at the 1957 of meetings of the all chief engineers. So they are knowing we are going very good manner. We can complete this road development plan within the year of 60 or 61. So we have to plan the second road development plan also. So that's why they are also planned to meet all chief engineers in the year of 1957 and prepare a second 20-year road development plan. Okay, so during this 1943-63, so some are also new boards or new development, new committees are developed. So that is the next one is Central Road Research Institute. It is also one of the recommendations of the Jayakar committee. So because without research, there is no further development in the roads and or any materials or anything. So research is compulsory for the road development of the roads or any work. So the Central Road Research Institute is formed in 1950 at New Delhi. Okay, so it gives the technical advice to state government and industries. The Central Road Research Institute gives the technical advice to state governments and industries, and also the central government also sometimes. Okay, so Central Road Research Institute, it gives the research and report and the materials or design and any operation or construction or maintenance point. It gives the research results and information to the governments or any industries. Next one, during the first 20-year road development plan also, one more act is formed, that is National Highway Act. It is National Highway Act. It is 1956. Okay, it is formed in 1956. So the main responsibility of National Highway Act is the responsibility of development of any development. The National Highway Act responsibility is the development and maintenance of national highway to central government. So any development or maintenance of national highway to results to central governments. The National Highway Act is any national highway construction or maintenance is under the National Highway Board only. Okay, and also the main one more important work is doing for National Highway Act is it has the power to declare any highway as national highway, or it is delete any highway to national highway to state highway or any other highway. Okay, so the National Highway Act is doing mainly two things. But one is development and maintenance of national highway, and also that means the total construction or maintenance work is given to only central government, not state governments. The responsibility and the development and everything is going to or related to central government. And also it gives one more work is, that is it gives empower to declare any highway as national highway, or it is omit from any highway to other highway. Okay, so this is the two boards or two acts are formed in the 1943 to 63. Okay, the first 20-year road development plan is 1943 to 63. The first 20-year road development plan is name is also known as Nagpur Road Conference, because the meeting was conducted at Nagpur in 1943. So that's why the development plan is known as Nagpur Road Development Plan. They are classified the roads into five types. The target one length was 16 km per 100 square kilometer area. So due to 5-year plans of two and also the strategic planning, so the target was achieved by the 2 years of ahead. That means that is 1961. The target length is completed. So that is the more important. So and in this during this plan, where they are formed the Central Road Institute and also National Highway Act. So the next is second 20-year road development plan. So the second 20-year road development plan is formed or initiated by the IRC. IRC means Indian Road Congress. It is initiated by the IRC in 1959, conducted by the all chief engineers. So this plan is also known as Bombay Road Development Plan also. Okay, so like the first year road development plan is also known as Nagpur Road Development Plan, and the second 20-year road development plan is also known as Bombay Road Development Plan, because all chief engineers are together and formed a committee, and at the end of the 1961 at Bombay. So that's why the plan is also known as Bombay Road Development Plan. So the target length of this 20-year road development plan is 32 kilometer per 100 square kilometer area. That means if we take any 100 square kilometer area in our any place of the country, so that should be at least 32 kilometers of the road network length. So the total network length is 32 kilometer network road network length. So that is the target of the second 20-year road development plan. Okay, they also planned to, so the most important bit in any exams or any mid exams also, they are also planned to 1600 kilometers of expressway in this plan. Okay, they are also planned to 16 kilometers of expressway in this plan. So after the first 20 year first two 20 first two 5-year plans, that is the first 5-year plan 51 to 56, and the second 5-year plan 56 to 61. So after the two 5-year plans, the third 5-year plan is that is in 1961 to 66. And after this third 5-year plan, again we have formed annual plans, that is 66 to 69. After this annual plans, again fourth 5-year plan, that is 69 to 69, 74. Why? Because of the changes in the 5-year plans due to the changes in the government. So that is the from Congress government to BJP, BJP to Congress. So one government is not taken or not implemented their rules. So that's why their 5-year plans are changes to annual plans, and the annual plans are changes to 5-year plans. So and also the during this time we have also a war between the 1966 to 69. We have the war between, I think, China and 51 to 56 to 61, I think, and another war between India and Pakistan. So in 1966, India and China, and also India versus Pakistan, the World War that not means in 66 and 66 time, India and China, and also India and Pakistan war. So due to the war, the total development was delayed, and also the funds are transferred to the war. So that's why. So the target was going very slowly. So due to also, however, the target length was reached in the year of 1974, 34.8 kilometer per 100 square. The second 20-year road development plan was formed in the year of 1961 to 1981. The second 20-year road development plan was initiated by the IRC. One second. IRC in 1959, conducted by the chief engineers of all the governments of various states. So this development plan is also known as Bombay Road Development Plan, because of its one of the meeting was conducted in Bombay. So next one, the target length of this road development plan is 32 kilometer per 100 square kilometer area. That means the to double the Nagpur Road Development Plan. So in Nagpur Road Development Plan, that is 16 kilometer per 100 square kilometer area. But in second 20-year road development plan, 32 kilometer per 100 square kilometers. So that means it almost double to the first Nagpur, double to the Nagpur Road Development Plan. And also they are planned to implement the 16 kilometers of expressways in this plan. Okay, and also during the third 5-year plans and annual plans and fourth 5-year plans, the amounts are and works are going, and also the construction work is going. So okay, so but during these third 4 5-year plans and annual plans, there are many political shifts or political parties changes their governments, and also due to the war, and also due to the war between the India and China, India and Pakistan. So due to this, the main funds are transferred to another way, and also the due to this wars, there is no planning and there is no committee formed due to this effect. So but the roads are constructed. So up to at the end of 19 year in the year of 1974, the target length was the total length of the roads are 34.8 kilometer per 100 square kilometer area. But the main target length is 32 kilometer per 100 square kilometer area in the year of 1981 only. Okay, but the target was reached in the year of 1974 only. Okay, the 1974 itself, the target length was reached. So, but due to the committees delayed due to policies already told. So, due to the changes in the policy, due to changes in the government and wars, so that's why. So there is no planning to next development plan. So that's why they are constructed just roads and the process is going. So after the 5 year plans, annual plans, 6 year plans, during these plans, thus no plans are developed, but the construction of works are the construction of road works are go ongoing. So that's why. So there is no new development plan committee was formed by the year at the end of year of 1974. So the second frontier road development plan is 61 to 81, but the target was reached in this area in the year of 74. But there is no plans and due to changes in the shifts, so no plan, no next frontier road development plan committee was not formed. So because of these problems. So during these 1961 to 81, that means the second 20-year road development plan, they formed a highway research board and also a national transport policy committee. In highway research board, it is formed in the year of 1973. It is also formed by the IRC. It gives the proper direction and guidance from the various institutes, and it gives the proper direction and guidance to Central Road Research Institute. It gives the research and institute. Sorry, it gives this proper direction and guidance to Central Road Research Institute, and also it gives the coordination between the coordination and collect results from the various organizations of highway research, and it published to and it sent it to the CRRA. Okay, the main objectives of highway research board is first objective is they increase the nature and extension of the research. The sentence itself is explaining the meaning. So the nature and extension of the research correlate the research information from the various governments, various agencies, for also the from the various other country also. They can all they put together and collect the information and collect the research information, and how is the best method to construction and how to construction. There is like way the highway research board is active, and also collect and disseminate the result after the conducting of the research works, and also the publish and distribute and collect and display their results. So next one, and coordinate and conduct the correlation services also, and also to channelize the consultative services also. The main objectives, the main technical committees of the HRB is the main committee, the technical committee of the highway research board is it identifies the identification and monitoring and research of the roads, and also the road research evaluation and dissemination, and also gives the bridge research and evaluation and dissemination. These are the main three committees are technical committees of HRB. So these three committees are these three committees are importance in the development of the roads. Okay, so highway research board is formed in the year of 1973. It gives the proper direction and guidance to Central Road Research Institute, and also it gives the coordination between the various organizations. So these are the main objectives, and these are the main technical committees of the HRB. After this highway research board, again it is also in the year of during the second 20-year plan, that is the National Transport Policy Committee was formed, and this committee was formed. This committee was appointed by the Government of India in 1978. Okay, this National Transport Policy Committee is appointed by Government of India in 1978. The main objective of the NTPC is it prepares the objectives and priorities for 5-year plans. So gives we have first 5, second, third, fourth. Presently we have 13th 5-year plan. Presently we are in 13th, maybe 13th or 14th. So presently we are in 13th fire or 14th fire branch. In each fire branch, related to highway and all routes for transportation, what are the it gives the objectives and priorities for in the fire branch. Okay, it gives the priorities and objectives to the in fire branch for the transportation, and gives this report on 1980. It gives the NTPC gives some recommendations like Jaikar committee. The main recommendations of the Jaikar, the main recommendations of the NTPC is the first recommendations is liberalization of the transport sector. That means simply simple process for transportation sector. If you want to purchase a vehicle or if you want to establish a transport system, any so the facilities is very easily available for the public or any other areas, other agencies. Next one, inclusion of transport in policy sector. So the inclusion of transport in policy sector means all to if you take any area, it should be considered into the transport policy sector. In transport policy sector, that means it is any area comes into under this area. Sorry. Okay. Um, Next one, optimal mix between optimal coordination between the railway and road transport, and also the it gives the recommendation roads in rural areas, hilly areas, and tribal areas, how to construct and what is the importance in roads in rural and hilly areas, and also it gives recommendations on the strengthening of national highways. Okay, gives the recommendations on the strengthening of national highways, and also it gives recommendations, and also it gives the recommendations recommendations is increases in funds for maintenance of the roads. Okay, and also it most important is the recommendation is it connect all weather roads and transport sector. Okay. um, Presently we are NHDP project, that is National Highway Development Project, and also the Pradhan Mantri Gram Sadak Yojana. Due to these two plans, all the village roads are connected by all weather roads. So these plans with other I will give in next class. So these are the main recommendations given by the National Transport Policy Committee. So it is the Government of India appointed in the year of 1978. It gives the main objectives and priorities in the year of for fire plans related to transport, and it gives the report on 1980, and it gives the recommendations on it gives recommendations related to transportation. So these are the main recommendations. So after the second 20-year road development plan, the next road development plan is third 20-year road development plan. This plan was prepared by, so the third 20-year road development plan was formed in the year of 1981 to 2001. So already I told that up to at the end of 1974, the target was reached by 32 kilometer, 100 square kilometer excess. Okay, so but due to these changes in policies, there is no further development committee, and also due to no finalization of the another plan. So that's why the plan was stopped in the year of 19 continuation. The plan was the second 20-year plan was continued up to the year of 1981. So after the 1981, the third 20-year road development plan was formed. So this plan was prepared by the road wing of Ministry of Shipping and Transport, and it is given by the uh, and it is given by the and it is prepared by the highway engineers, and it is prepared by the highway engineers of all states. It is prepared by the road wing of Ministry of Transport, but the prepared is collaborated with, and it is sharing of knowledge from the various highway engineers. Okay, prepared by various highway engineers. In the year of 1985, in the year of 1985 at Lucknow, that 45th annual celebrations are of IRC is found in the year of, so that's why the third 20-year development plan is also known as Lucknow Road Development Plan. Okay, at the up to 1981, so the third 20-year development plan has no other name. But in the year of 1985 at Lucknow, the 45th annual celebrations of IRC is conducted at Lucknow. So that's why the third 20-year road development plan is also named as Lucknow Road Development Plan. The third 20-year road development plan, we have some important points. So those important points are improvement of the transportation facilities in villages, towns, or small cities, conservation of energy, and preservation of uh, preservation of environmental quality and improvement in road safety. In last previous road development plans, they are only laid the roads on main importance to the national highways and state highways, and not given importance to in villages, towns, small cities, and also not taken into the conservation of energy, and also not taken into environmental quality. Just they are constructed and laid and throughout the country at any place, at any area, about national highways and state highways only. So after this third 20 development plan, it gives the improvement also not only in urban areas. The if the road development plan is going is not a very good manner. So and also improvement in transportation facility in villages also should be present to develop the our country. So these are the main important point is recommended by the in the third 20-year road development plan. So the target length was at the year in the year of 2001 is 82 kilometer per 100 square kilometer area. But if you see again once again, the in the year of 1974, the target the road density is 34.8 kilometer per 100 square kilometer area. After 1974 to 81, there is no plans, there is no policies. So therefore, the works are going and the construction is road works are still going. So at the end, after the end of 1981, the road density is 46 kilometer per 100 square kilometer area. So therefore, from 40, the target length of this third 20-year road development plan is from 46 kilometer per 100 square kilometer area to 82 kilometer per 100 square kilometer area in the at the end of the 2001. Okay, in the 1981 we have 46 kilometers per 100 square kilometer area density of road network. At the end of the 2001, we have to reach 82 kilometer per 100 square kilometer area. So the next five-year plans are 7th, 8th, 9th plan, 5-year plans to complete this target length of the national highway. So we have still the target length is reached or not. Maximum, I think it is reached. So, but the books are not printed. Or the I think so. So that's why this third 20-year development plan was target is reached or not. We don't know. But any new books published in the if published any new editions, it may cover this topic also. So this is the highway development plan in India.